Hey everyone, I hope you are doing great. And in this video, we will discuss the contribution of Gulick and Urbik. So let's start with the discussion without wasting any time. Contribution of Gulick and Urbik. The classical theory of administration was reached as Genete in 1937. Means these are the thinkers like such as Henry Fayol, Luther Gulick, Urbik, and these are the supporters of classical theory of administration. So classical theory was reached in 1937 when the papers on the science of administration by Gulick and Urbik was published. These two classical thinkers further elaborated the idea of Henry Fayol. Means these are the followers or these are the thinkers who supported the idea of Henry Fayol. They stressed that the importance of the structure of administration in determining its function. Means the structure of the organization is very important in determining its functions. Thus, they neglected the human factor in the organization. Means they neglected the human factor in the organization. Urbik stated that in this context that it is impossible for humanity to advance its knowledge of organization unless the factor of structure is isolated from other consideration. However, artificial isolation, such an isolation may appears. He conceived organization mainly as designing process, felt that lack of design is illogical, cruel, wasteful and efficient. Means he conceived that organization is like a designing process and lack of design, it is illogical, cruel and wasteful and inefficient. Thus, hence he observed, for this reason the mechanistic parallel can be very helpful in discussing the organization. Another name for it is engineering approach. Means there are two names for this theory. First, it is a designing organization and second is engineering approach. Gulick and Urbik focused their efforts on the discovery of neutral principle based on which the structure of organization can be designed. Means they were looking for the neutral principle, which a principle which do not have any negative or positive impact, so that the structure of the organization can be designed on it. They said that the principle deal with the architectonics of the formal organization and are directed at the enhancing the degree of organizational efficiency. Gulick specified the following 10 principles of organization, such as division of work, a specialization, which is also given by the Henry Fayol. Next is basis of departmental organization, coordination through hierarchy, deliberate coordination by ideas. Deliberate coordination is coordination by ideas. Coordination through committees, means there is a committees for coordination. Decentralization or holding company ideas. Unity of command, staff and line. We have discussed this, that there is staff agency and the line agency in previous chapters. Next is delegation. However, the most important principle according to Gulick is division of work, that is a specialization. Means a specialization is the most important principle of the organization. Thus he wrote that work division is the foundation of organization, indeed that the reason for organization. Division of work and integration are bootstrap by which mankind lift itself in the process of civilization. Means this is a bootstrap by which mankind lift itself in the process of civilization. Gulick identified that four bases of departmental organization, such as purpose, process, purpose means function, process is skill, person means clientele, and place, area, which is also known as 4P formula. Means 4P formula is purpose, process, persons and place. According to Gulick, the administration consists of 7 elements pod scope to delineate these functions. Each letter in this acronym stands for one function, element of administration. Thus, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting and budgeting. I will make a separate video on the Schwarzkopf. Similarly, Ulrich specified 8 principles of organization, means Gulick specified 7 elements and Ulrich specified 8 principles of organization, like principle of objective, and organization should have an expressed purpose, means every organization should have purpose, so that we can work in that perspective. Means if in absence of any purpose of the organization, then everyone will work for what? People will work in the organization, but there will be no target for them. So purpose is essential for the growth of an organization. Then principle of correspondence. At all level, authority and responsibility must be coterminous and co-equal. Means if there is a responsibility, then there must be an authority as well. Means a person is asked to make 10 clothes by 14th of March. But he has not given the authority to purchase the raw material from the market. Then how he will complete the responsibility? If the authority is not given to the person to purchase the raw material from the market, then how he will complete that task in the given time frame? For that only. And if a person has given a task that you have to make a 10 clothes and you can purchase a raw material from market, then he will take it easy, he will take it lightly. Then I have to complete this task, but there is no time frame given. That means there is a lack of responsibility. So if there is a responsibility in the organization, then there must be a authority also. Principle of responsibility. Superior must take absolute responsibility for work of their subordinates. Scalar principle. A pyramidal type of structure should be built in the organization. We have discussed this, like pyramidal type of structure should be built in the organization. Principle of span of control. No supervisor can supervise directly the work of more than 5 or at most 6 subordinates whose works interlock. Means if supervisor cannot, or supervisor should only supervise the work of maximum 5 employees at the same time, or most at the 6 subordinates whose works are interlocked. Principle of specialization. Limiting one's work to single functions to ensure the specialization in the work. Principle of coordination. Harmonious functioning of different part of the organization. Principle of definition. Clear prescriptions defining in writing of duties, authority, responsibility of each position and its relation with other position. Later, in 1943, Ulrich published the most famous book, The Element of Administration. In this, he enunciated another set of 29 principles. In doing so, he synthesized and integrated F.W. Taylor's principle of scientific management, Henry Fayol's 14 principle of administration, Mooney and Rayleigh's principle, process and effect, the idea of M.P. Follett and B.A. Gregonis. These are mentioned below in an alphabetical order. Means Ulrich in 1943, Ulrich published a set of principles, a famous book which is known as Element of Administration, and he given the 29 principle in this book, and he adopted the principle of F.W. Taylor of scientific management, Henry Fayol's 14 principle of administration, Mooney and Rayleigh principle, process and effect, and idea of M.P. Follett, V.A. Gregonis, and these are the mentioned according and he mentioned them according to the alphabetical order. First is applicative. Next is appropriateness, assignment of function, authority, centralization, command, control, coordination, coordinative principle, delegation, determinative principle, equity, forecasting, functional definition, general interest, initiative, interpretative, investment, leadership, order, organization, planning, rewards and sanction, scalar process, selection and placement, spirit, and stability and staffing. So these are the 29 principles which is given by the F.W. Taylor, Fayol, Mooney and Rayleigh, M.P. Follett, Mary Parker Follett, and B.A. Greckness, and he included all the principles in his book, which is The Element of Administration, which was published in 1943. So this was all about the Gulick and Ulrich. Please make a note that one thing we will discuss in next video, that is Pottscope. We will discuss this concept in a detail. Thank you for watching today's video, and in next video we will discuss the contribution of Mooney and Rayleigh.